You're tuned into the Leza Live show. I am Ruby Pendergast, filling in for her one last time. I hear she comes back next week. Is that right, boys?
Sure.
Sure? We don't
I
know?
hope so. We'll see if she makes it back or not. I don't know. She's planning on it.
Well, she could get snowed in. Could be bad weather.
Is there more weather coming?
Well, for them.
Oh.
Nothing for us.
Okay.
We've got what we got here is beautiful weather, actually.
Yeah, we'll take it. Well, hopefully she comes back to us next week. I'm sure you guys are all tired of all of us fill-ins.
Especially you.
Especially me. I know.
Yeah,
I'm the
you've
worst
been
of them all.
on here so much, it's just been ridiculous.
I'll never do it again. Just for you,
right.
Matthew.
Never do it again.
No, it's way too much fun. It's way too much fun.
When Leza buys her house over there, then you're full-time.
We'll have to discuss that with Jason.
Okay, I'll discuss it with Jason. I got you.
You're going to advocate for me?
Yep, I got you.
It. What about?
Now you're in trouble.
What's your vote, Drew?
Thumbs up. Two thumbs up.
You're in. You're in.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, today is National Corn Chip Day, and I thought that was kind of funny. National Corn Chip Day.
It is, yeah.
They didn't say like Fritos, but corn chips.
Corn chips.
Okay.
So what qualifies as a corn chip?
It's made
Fritos.
Fritos.
Made out of corn.
Fritos and tortilla. I guess corn tortilla chips. Those count.
Tortilla chips are, typically.
Yeah. It's also National Puzzle Day. Do you guys like to do puzzles? No?
I have enough puzzles in life.
Okay. I feel like my job is puzzles here when I'm doing the traffic.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm puzzled all the time.
I'm puzzled all the time. Well, I thought this was fun. The world's largest puzzle is made up of 60,000 pieces. It's a map of the world, and you can actually buy it at Costco.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I think I'm going to try that.
60,000 pieces.
60,000 pieces. Yeah, I think I could make that happen. It might take me like 6 months, but...
I wish I had that kind of time.
Or a table big enough to put it on.
You got one right here. It's a dining room table.
We could
You're
just
good.
do it right here.
Yeah.
Will we leave it up? Nobody's
I'm fine
mess
with it.
up?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Again, I'm not the boss, but I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it.
I'm just trying to think 60,000 pieces. I'm trying to figure out how to do my the toys. Oh, brain cramp again.
Again,
don't get old.
This is what
The
happens
Legos.
when you're old. Yeah.
Legos.
I got a 400-piece Lego that I got to figure out how to do.
400-piece Lego is small.
What?
That's a small Lego.
What is it of?
It's a motorcycle Lego.
Of course.
Yeah, it's the one that Carol got him for Christmas.
The one they go.
Oh.
But the thing is, you got to have a table. You got to set up for it, and that's only 400 pieces. There's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
60,000 pieces. What's the chance of not losing it?
No,
not
there's
losing
none.
one.
There's no chance.
Or having the dog eat it
or something. Or something. It gets ruined.
Speaking of Legos, that's one thing that Carol missed yesterday.
What'd she miss?
Yesterday was National Lego Day.
Oh.
Was it?
And she didn't talk about it?
She didn't talk about it.
Well, Carol.
And John's Box of Bricks downtown had all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, did he?
All kinds of stuff.
I've never been there. Have you?
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. He has all kinds of collector sets.
Do you do Legos?
Yeah, I have a lot of Legos.
Yeah, like
I'm a giant nerd.
I know
Come
this.
on.
I was thinking you probably have a bunch of Star Wars Legos all over your house.
Countless.
Really?
Yes, that's true.
Is it true?
Yeah, Drew's been to my house. Yeah.
What's your favorite one you've done?
Well, I'm a big fan of the ship, so I have a Star Destroyer.
Okay.
It's well over 2,000 pieces.
I don't know what that is. Do you know? I've never watched Star Wars, but that's cool. I'm very
wow,
happy.
You've never watched Star Wars?
never
I'm
seen
I'm
Star
putting
Wars.
myself on mute for the
No,
rest of this
come
show.
on.
I cannot believe this. Even Drew's seen Star Wars, and he's old.
Well, he was alive when it came out. I was not.
And
I
I still
wasn't
didn't like it then. It's Star Wars,
I wasn't alive when it came out either.
Yeah. How many are there now? Tell us about Star
Not-
Wars, 'cause
well,
I don't know anything
The
about it.
main storyline, there's 9. Really, we're going to turn this into a Star Wars episode? That's fine. We can. I can sit here for
you
hours.
guys just got to entertain me for the next 15 minutes before our guests come in. So.
Oh, great. We have
I
to
don't
entertain you?
I don't have any plans other than to talk to the two of you.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
You need to set the bar a little higher, dear.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, Drew's already talked for the last hour, so he's already
has.
warmed up.
I know.
Yeah, but that was serious stuff with Malcolm, you know?
Yeah, we try not to be too serious
Yeah,
or political on this show.
My
Wait.
brain's pretty much shot anyway.
National Lego Day is very serious.
Okay, then tell us about Legos and Star
They're
Wars.
fun.
They're fun.
And you build them.
I can't even take you seriously. They are fun. I really like the ones that are like flowers. You know, they look like a bouquet.
Have you seen they're having a bunch of like sales on them for Valentine's Day? Like rose Lego bouquets and stuff? You've got to put them together.
That's what I want. That's what I want for Valentine's Day. Somebody to
Right.
make me a Lego bouquet.
Jimmy, are you listening?
He'll be here soon. He'll know. It'll be his son. His son loves them, and he does them so quickly. He is so impressive when he does his Lego sets.
Nice.
My grandson's a Lego master.
Yeah.
Unbelievable the stuff he builds.
Yeah. No, they are pretty incredible. Lots of fun. Well, okay, let's talk about the weather, Drew. Tell us about the weather. What should we expect on this beautiful weekend here in Prescott?
Well, if you liked yesterday and today, you're going to like tomorrow and through the weekend. Pretty much, if we're just going to be sunny with light winds, going to be cold in the mornings. We'll have a high today at 59. Tomorrow, our high will be 60, and then 63 on Saturday, and then 65. So we'll be in the mid-60s for about another week.
I love it.
And then they say there's something coming in, but that's a week and a half away, week away. Let's not project too far out. If you liked yesterday, it's going to be warmer than it was. It'll be a great day. And, other than that, light, clear, 15-mile-an-hour winds, that's it.
I like it.
Our lows have come up, though.
Have they?
Our lows will be in the mid-20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I love it. I have a family member came into Arizona. She lives in North Dakota, and she messaged me, and she's like, your weather is beautiful. I'm so glad I'm not at home.
Oh, absolutely. We've got really good weather considering.
Yeah. Well, only a couple years ago, we had like 2 feet of snow here. So
And that's what we need.
we do need the moisture. We had hardly any snow last winter. We didn't really have a monsoon season. We haven't had a whole lot of snow this winter. What's going on?
Well, just a change in the patterns,
Okay.
a little bit. But you say that, but typically we get about an inch of rain in January. We've got 9/10. So, we're pretty close. And February comes and you never know what you're going to get.
No.
And March is the absolute crazy month. So,
Yeah.
just everybody keep your horses. And,
We'll just have to wait and see.
yeah.
Wait and see what happens.
I'm just glad you finally did the weather so I could put up my favorite picture of Drew.
It is a really good picture of Drew.
It is.
Why do
It's
you
nice.
do that?
Because it's the best.
We need to start putting up his AI picture when he talks.
Oh, my AI picture got blasted out to the world when we did the rodeo thing. You know how many times it took to get something that looked somewhat decent? It was like 15 times.
Oh, AI does me dirty every time, too, when I
Yeah.
try and get a cartoon of me.
Right?
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
awful.
horrible.
Yeah.
Good old Chat GPT. Is that what you use, or do you use Grok?
What the heck is Grok?
Isn't that
Is-
Elon Musk's?
I thought that was the dude that played for the Patriots.
Oh, I don't know
That's
anything.
Gronk.
Oh, same
I don't
thing.
know anything about football. Aren't the Patriots going to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Is everybody happy about that?
Well,
No.
the Patriots fans are.
Okay.
Yeah, I could care less.
I don't pay attention to football at all. What about you, Drew?
I pay
Yeah?
a lot of attention.
Who's playing them then?
Seattle Seahawks are playing the New England Patriots,
Okay.
and it ought to be a wonderful game. And they're playing in Santa Clara at the Niners Stadium.
Oh,
I believe it's the Levi Stadium
cool.
is who sponsors it, and it's next Sunday the 8th.
That is exciting.
And if you want to get your ad in, it's $650,000 for a 20-second spot.
What?
Oh, so it's come down in price.
But it's only for 20 seconds.
Still,
it
it's
used to
come
be
down.
$650 for a 30-second spot. Now it's $650 for a 20-second.
Oh, I thought it was $1 million for 30 seconds.
No, it's $1 million for 40 seconds. They used to do it. Now you can get 10-second intervals. So they're chained. They're figuring out they got to make money any way they can.
Right.
And it's not like you're not going to have over 100 million people. So it's going to be very interesting, the amount of viewership.
Yeah. Well, it's the only football game I ever watch is the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So what you're saying is I need to take out a large loan for the desperate realtor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. But, it depends on how much food and who's coming over.
The desperate realtor.
Yeah, on the Super Bowl.
That would be pretty great. That
Yeah.
would be very entertaining.
It'd just be me yelling, "I'm desperate." That's it.
Just that's it.
That's all I
2
could afford.
seconds.
And think about how much business you would get.
A lot.
I would
A
hope,
lot. But
yeah.
then more people would move here.
But
and I
then
don't think I
again,
want
if
that.
you had $650,000 for that 20-second spot, you wouldn't be here.
Good point. Yeah, I'd be on an island sipping drinks with umbrellas in them.
Oh, is that the dream?
That's one of them.
Okay.
I have lots of dreams. Again, that's why they're just dreams.
That's why they're just dreams.
We don't know what we don't want to know about the other ones. That's for sure.
Fair enough, Drew.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, I thought that this was kind of entertaining. Hot take dating trend has been blowing up.
no.
You know what I'm talking about.
Why do you have to talk about dating?
Well, 'cause
That's
you're
like everybody's
single.
I know, and
And
it's awful. I've been single for a long time, longer than you've been alive.
Oh, goodness gracious. Don't age yourself like that. Come on.
At least I didn't age Drew again.
I'm old. It's okay.
He's used to
He
it.
just owns it. Yep.
But they're saying that you used to be really opinionated on first dates to kind of get it over with quickly, but now they're saying it's a trend to be very opinionated, to just break that ice and get to know them right away so you don't waste your time. And it's actually a good thing these days.
That's how it's been for me in online dating from the start because, I'm old or ish. Young-ish, I guess, if for the population here. But yeah, you just put it all out there, and if it's not going to, you just move on. Don't waste your time because I've already wasted a lot of time.
Yeah. Just see if you like them or not.
Well,
I
no,
don't
it's not
envy
even.
you.
It's
I
not
am
even
sorry.
that. It's you're like, do you like this? Do you want this? Do you want this? And they say no. You're like, okay, well, that's not what I want. See you later.
Yeah, well, get it out of the way quickly.
Yeah.
It was a lot different for you back in the day, wasn't it, Drew?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank God for that.
I've been dating so long. I remember the world when there was no online dating. I miss those days.
You just
Oh,
met somebody
that's
at the
only
grocery
way
store.
I grew up. There was no online dating.
No.
It's the
I
worst.
thought it was really good when the women finally got enough gumption where they would ask the guys out. I thought that was wonderful.
Absolutely.
The first time a gal asked me out, I was like, wow, that's really good.
Yeah, well, sometimes you guys don't really realize when we like you. You have a hard time figuring that out. Sometimes you kind of have to like bop you and go, hey.
This is getting
Oh,
worse.
no, it's getting good. She's right.
No,
Yeah.
I've never had anyone ask me out ever.
That's not true.
Give it
I
time.
asked you out for dinner the other night.
Great. Now Drew's saying he's a woman.
Give it time. Give it
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
But yes, you
Lord.
guys sometimes have a hard time realizing when a girl likes you.
We're not mind readers.
No, I wish you were.
No,
That would
no,
make
seriously,
things
we're
so
not.
much easier.
Yeah, you need to tell us, hey, we don't have any problem taking direction.
No.
But if we guess, we always guess wrong because we try to overthink everything. So it's just a lot easier. Just say, what do you want? What do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick with In-N-Out Burger.
Just a burger.
I'm just gonna eat.
the
just
rest
gonna
of
eat.
it doesn't matter.
I can't take it anymore. No, seriously. Think about it. I'm 44. I've been dating. If you count high school, that's like almost 30 years. I've watched it all change dramatically.
I bet.
All right. So my question is, do you have 1 year of dating experience 30 times or 30 years of dating experience?
Now I'm confused.
See?
Math is not our strong suit, apparently.
Well, I've had lulls in there for sure. So
It's all right. It's tough.
It
Meeting
is
people's
tough. And in Prescott, it's tough. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
I don't limit myself to Prescott. Well,
Okay.
everybody knows who I am, and they all know I'm looking, and nobody's found anything for me. None of my friends, nobody.
That's not true. I've offered you the Bella girl to go to the dog park, okay? When I walk that dog, all the girls come up to me, even if they know I'm married, I got a gal, but they always come up because of the Bella girl. I've offered him the Bella girl to go walk.
Dogs and babies work.
Telling you.
Dogs and babies. They will always get a girl's attention. And then we know that you can care for something.
Yeah, but the last time I stole a baby from daycare, I got in big trouble.
Oh my God. You'll just have to borrow somebody's. Don't steal them.
That's not how it's supposed to work.
What?
That's
I
not
thought
how
that's
it's
how it
supposed to
worked.
work. Not at all.
Oh.
No.
right.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Well,
all
we
right.
try to help.
I
Matt.
do like the Bella girl. She's very sweet, but
She
she's
is a
very
sweet.
rambunctious as well, and I'm old. I'm tired.
So no puppies for you? You don't want a dog?
I would love to have a dog. I'm not home enough.
Can't
That's
I
you
had
get
a
one that
dog
could
for a
come with
long
you?
time. No, I
just-
can't take him to the office,
Oh.
or I can't take him in the car. It's a mess.
I'm with you. I don't have any animals, and I want some. I love them, but I also love not having the responsibility of them because we travel a lot for soccer. We're gone all the time, and I don't have to have anybody check my dog or get hotels that let you have a dog.
It can be tough.
It is
That's
kinda tough.
especially when you're single. I mean, I'm like, oh man, I haven't fed the dog and it's been 12 hours. That's
Right.
never good.
Yeah.
Oh, and they haven't gone pee yet either. That's
Yeah,
really not
that's
good.
really not good.
Yeah.
Do you have a yard that they could run
It's
in?
not fenced.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, we could fix that.
It's a minor problem.
A minor
No, I
problem.
finally got my old house. I finally got a fence up, and like 3 months later, I sold it
Why would you do that?
because I found a much better house.
Yeah.
Well, how is the market? I have been wondering.
It's up and
Are
down.
things getting better?
It's up and down. It's weird.
Okay.
It's been really weird, honestly.
Interesting. Well, you'll have to let me know.
I've had more cancellations in 2026, which is now, I guess, a month long, than I've had all of 25 and 24 combined.
For showings?
No, escrows.
Oh, interesting.
Like going through the process and they canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Why do you think that is?
Well, everybody had different things, but
okay.
It's just when the world is
turbulent.
Yeah, that's a good word, Drew. When things are not consistent and it just people don't make the largest purchase of their life.
Sure.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is a big deal.
I mean, it's, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So.
Absolutely.
Especially around here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is crazy around here. Well, you guys, it was wonderful speaking and catching up with you. I wish I could do this the entire hour.
I was going to say, did we take up enough of your time? You still have notes.
I still have notes. I have some weird, interesting facts from today, but nothing that kind of, got after me.
No poop stories?
No poop stories.
That's the one thing I really miss with Leza not being here.
Oh, she talked about poop a lot?
Yeah, we haven't done our, Drew's Daily Do.
Oh, my goodness.
The Daily Do.
This one is kind of interesting. Using AI is not going to disqualify artists from a Grammy. As long as a human was still giving the AI the prompts for lyrics or music, it's not going to be disqualified. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
I don't either. Drew?
No go.
No?
No bueno.
We're losing something with this.
Craftsmanship, quality, integrity.
Yeah,
creativeness.
Creativeness.
Storytelling. That's my favorite part of music is storytelling, and you're losing that when you let a computer do it for you.
Right, because they haven't lived.
They haven't lived. They have not lived.
Not at all.
Oh, my goodness. All right, well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to have Andrew Stickle on with us. It'll be very exciting. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Leza Live show. I'm Ruby Pendergast, filling in for her one last time in this month of January. Across from me, I have Andrew Stickle here today. Welcome, Andrew.
Hi, Ruby. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. So I'm bringing Andrew on. He does a lot of things here in the community, but mostly we want to highlight his nonprofit volunteer security program called Prescott Protect. So it is something super exciting. My husband has been a part of it for a year now, and he loves it. He, getting to know the kids at the high school and getting to volunteer where his kids go to school. And yeah, I kind of wanted to hear. I know the story, but for our listeners, where did this come from? Where did this idea start?
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to
come
on the show.
Talk in the mic a little more.
And we really appreciate it. So about 3 years ago now, with various national events surrounding school safety and things, a group of community members got together, myself, some Grant Casada, Shane Eitner, Lance Detman, some of these guys that have a lot of military experience also, robust military backgrounds, and just kind of brainstorm how we could be more involved in the schools and more involved and more actively participating in the safety and security of the schools and the kids and the faculty that are there, and worked with Joe Howard, who was the superintendent at the time. Very open to kind of inviting community volunteers into the schools, which was great, and kind of laid the framework or the foundation for working then with Clark Tinney, who took over for Joe. And then, we ran a lot of meetings, a lot of discussion about how that would work, how that would look in the school system. Decided to run kind of a pilot year at the high school. And Missy Townsend is the district safety coordinator. She wears many hats in the district. She's the athletic director also. But so worked with her and Matt Dean and Adam, the principal there, who's awesome, was really open to having us involved. So we kind of did a little pilot, and it seemed to work out. We had a handful of volunteers, and it seemed to be a good program. So the next year we worked with Ashley, who's the principal over at Mile High. Very receptive to having us come into this to Mile High, so we're over at Mile High. And then this year was able to coordinate and connect with Karen Hughes, the principal at Granite Mountain. So
how many
have
schools?
A little bit of a presence there as well. 3 schools now. So
cool.
At the high school, of course, Jimmy's over at the high school pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And Granite and Mile High.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That is exciting. What are you wanting to get all the schools here in Prescott? What's the goal?
Well, the goal really is to serve the district however that looks. And so, in a perfect world, we'd have a presence at every school, but we want to make sure that it's each individual administrator kind of looks at it and says, well, how will this fit for us? It's very independent kind of situation.
If it's needed in their eyes, because most of the schools have an RSO.
So that was another great thing, and I wanted to touch on it, and
please.
I appreciate the opportunity because concurrent to this is really just a small piece of what I think the district views as just an overarching, very forward-thinking security and safety program or policy for the school, which would include a lot of new grants that were applied for in the last couple of years. So we're on the final year of a few grants that have funded SROs. Now, when we started doing this, there was just an SRO at the high school, Officer Holmes. Wow. Great, and he was over at the high school. None of the other schools had any kind of police presence.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, there was, through a grant, we were able to fund off-duty officers signing up for shifts at the lower elementaries, which would be Abaya Judd, Taylor Hicks, and Lincoln. And my kids, my 3 boys, well, my oldest son is at Granite now, but the boys were all at Abaya Judd, and they just love the officer presence there. They interact with them, plays, basketball at recess and things like that. So it's a really positive exchange in the school. And then seeing that police presence there drop off when it gets a little crazy with traffic and things like that was just, it's great. It's great to see. So that's my personal experience as a dad with a BioJub, but I've talked to other parents at Lincoln, Taylor Hicks, and they say the same thing. So anyways, that grant was able to fund that, and it also was able to fund a guidance counselor at Mile High, is trying to address the mental health side of things too, as far as the safety and security. And then also Officer Lovin, who was the SRO at and now it's Jake, but he was over at Mile High, and then there's a full-time SRO at Granite also.
That is amazing.
Officer Astorga, and
Very cool.
he's great too. So
awesome. All right, well, we have to take one more commercial break, and we will pick right up where we left off. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Leza Live Show. I am Ruby, filling in for the lovely Leza. We did have another face join us, my wonderful man, Jimmy Garrett. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. He has been a part of Prescott Protect for now a year at the high school. And tell us a little bit of what you do over there.
Starting last January, I was approached. Actually, I saw it in the newsletter, in the email. I'm a father of 2 at the high school, and just clicking on that. And Prescott Protect hit Andy Stickle. Okay, I know Andy. So we met up for coffee, and I asked him a bunch of questions, and hey, this is what I need you to do. I was like, okay. So I started last January. I linked up with the vice principal and just, what do you need me to do? Cover this parking lot.
Perfect.
I can do that. So.
And now we have Jake on board over there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2 dads. We're
in
in the parking lot. We go out there, put the vest on, have a radio, have the keys, and just very simple. No hanging out in the parking lot. No, gathering together. Just come in, start your car, and take off, and that's it.
Keeping those kids safe and eyes on them in the parking lot.
And you guys are there pretty much every day then, we have, except because you're there twice a week and Jake's there twice a week, right?
Yeah. Friday we don't, but I'm there, or I was there to pick my kids up and watching it, seeing who's spread out. It's kind of, I've not been asked to be there on Friday, and Friday looks half day very good.
Yeah,
I'm out there with, I see the security staff that they have hired there, and that's the day we really were, they don't really need us. So,
yeah, they're out by noon. It's not really necessary. Yep. But what about over at the middle school?
The middle school, I'm there on Friday. Most Fridays, we had a snow day or like a late start. I'm over there Friday mornings, and there is Grant has been over there, and then another one of our volunteers, Jeff, has been over there intermittently also. So less of a consistent presence
Okay.
than these guys have been able to provide for us over at the high school for sure. But, we're also trying to expand the volunteer base to a
Absolutely.
degree so we can help provide a little bit more consistent coverage different days.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what are you needing at these other schools? If somebody out there is listening to this right now going, I would love to volunteer in my community where my kids go to school, what are you needing?
Well, I mean, Jimmy's just the poster person for he has this military background, but he also has kids in the school, so he has a very active interest in kind of participating in that safety and security for his kids and my kids when they go there,
Our friends'
and
kids.
our friends' kids, and just really having this spirit of a community collective effort, for that purpose. And so anybody that's kind of has that. We also talked about the reality that it may provide a nice opportunity to volunteer in the schools for some folks that may be less inclined to volunteer in other capacities, such as like PTA or some other maybe during the day things that are just set up a little bit differently traditionally. So that's another thing.
I think it's a nice way. Of course, it's not just for men, but I do think it's a really cool way for dads to get involved that isn't PTA meetings and booster clubs that maybe us moms are a little bit better at.
Well said. Well said.
This is a really great opportunity for you guys to be a part of it. And he's got 2 kids at the high school. I have to give Sadie a shout out. She got a news story because she got a goal for her soccer game on Tuesday. They have another home game tonight if anybody wants to come watch. Nice. The varsity soccer girls are going to hopefully win a game so we can get to state this year. But
okay, that's awesome.
It is really cool to see, small town things happening where everybody gets to be involved.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you see a big difference since you've implemented this? Or maybe do our officers notice a difference having security around?
I think there has been a number of things that have occurred in the last 3 years kind of in conjunction with the launching of this Prescott Protect. And I think our school board member, Stan Galagowski, said it really well. He goes, this is just another layer of that. And anytime we can provide another layer, that's helpful. So as far as, tangible difference in the safety levels, that's hard to say because I think our schools here in Prescott were a pretty safe place, to begin with. But I think you always have to. I mean, I personally feel this way, and I know the administration does, and like-minded folks. You always have to have that forward-thinking attitude when it comes to this kind of thing, because you're always just keep moving the needle forward as far as what we can do better. You know? So,
absolutely. Beautiful. So, what does the next year hold? Do you think? What's 2026 going to hold for Prescott Protect and PUSD?
It'd be great to have a few more volunteers, maybe work into some of the, work into Abide Judd. We're already there at Granite. So, it's easy for somebody to just kind of roll down the hill and do a perimeter walk or just kind of check the parking lot and that. And I sometimes do that too when I'm there. Into Lincoln and into Taylor Hicks. That would be great. Yeah. If we have the volunteers and we have the administrative interest in partnering, that'd be awesome.
That's what we're looking for. The heart of a volunteer. That's what it is. So the difference on that is, so we have 2 volunteers and they augment and plug into an area that has very little traffic or very little disturbance, and that gives the ability of the actual hired staff who we pay money to and who do their jobs amazingly. They can go to the entrances. They can go to other places, and we're just volunteering and supporting those who we pay and work very well and do a very good job, covering down on areas that hold less importance. And just give them the ability to flex and move, to cover down. When Jacob and I are there, they have the entrances covered. The police officers there more. The security staff is more at the entrances and areas that may be where things happen. Or they also have the ability to patrol the areas where there is problems, like the bathrooms or the other areas such as that.
Sure. Well, the high school is kind of like a different one because we've got kids driving. We've got kids, that are probably misbehaving maybe a little bit more than at the middle schools, but also keeping the younger ones safe is something that I would love to see. We, again, are in a very safe community, and I don't think we have a whole lot to worry about, but it's always that what if, You know, when we first talked about this a year ago, that was kind of your thing of like, what if these my babies are here, my wife is here.
Yeah.
What happens if I can't get to you?
Yeah.
You know,
just the idea of like I said, collective participation. You know, everybody looking out for everybody else, and I think that's a big deal. But that's well said, Jimmy. Just a heart of a volunteer to work alongside of the existing infrastructure that's in place for the schools. That we're blessed. I'm a huge fan of PUSD. I'm a huge fan of the administration. I'm a huge fan of what's going on there personally. And so how do I, participate alongside of that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We have to take another break so we can all get paid around here. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back to the Leza Live Show here on KYCA. I'm Ruby Pendergast filling in. I love her intro music. Sorry. Who gets to choose that music?
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I did a lot of it.
Did you?
Leza did some, but she's like, you don't like it, then change it.
Oh,
so
I love it.
I picked a lot
that
of
was
it.
a good one.
Yeah.
All right. We'll give you your
Offspring
flowers.
was my pick too. Yeah.
So good.
There's a lot of it. That was mine. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, back to we're talking over here with Andrew Stickle and Jimmy Garrett with Prescott Protect, and Andy was going to kind of tell us a little bit about what is in the pipeline for different grants here in Arizona.
So again, this is the administration is out in front of a lot of this. I asked them if I could use this opportunity to kind of just speak to the community, because you guys reach a large number of ears. The the name of the grant that has funded a lot of these increased security measures is called the Stronger Connections Grant. It funds SSOs at Abaya Judd, Taylor Hicks, Lincoln, and there's one more year on it, and so they'll reapply for that. But just basically wanting the community to know at large that I think these are very important pieces of the overarching security and safety infrastructure that the district has laid out.
What's an SSO for listeners?
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. School safety officer. So that would be Officer Holmes. The individual, they're through the police department, but their role is primarily to be at the schools during the day. Okay. And so that grant will be ending. Now there's various legislative budgetary items in the pipeline at the national level that we are aware of and things. So that's not guaranteed, basically. And that said, grant money is never guaranteed, right? So anything that's funded by grants ideally can get folded into the budget at some point, but to do that requires increasing the budget, right? Sure. So to some capacity. So just keep an eye out. This is a kind of a PSA of the community. If you see referendums, if you see bonds, I mean, consider what that pays for, and a big thing that it pays for, or one of the things that it pays for or could pay for, is solidifying these really important pieces of that overarching security platform for the schools. So I think that's just a good thing to think about.
So what is the 3-year cycle? The 3-year cycle that you were talking about with these grants? Are they only are allowed for 3 years?
I think that every grant's a little different. Okay. So I'm definitely not an expert on it, but these particular grants were on a 3-year cycle. I think largely to try to. Some grants are only a year, but these ones were for a 3-year cycle. So this is just the last year of that cycle.
Okay.
But grants come and go too, depending on the prevailing political winds and other factors. But so the particular grant that these positions have been funded by is no longer available this coming season. There's other grants that may help fund it, so it's not to say that these are going away.
Sure.
But like I said, eventually it'd be nice to see that just part of the deal, part of the budget,
Absolutely.
So that's guaranteed.
But thankfully, most of what you guys do, we don't really need any grant money. It's all volunteer work.
That's the beauty of Prescott Protect. We are
we are
zero overhead.
Zero fund. Yeah, it's but that's just the like I said, heart of the volunteer, and very, very small systems that can be very easily put in place. It's just the hard part about all this is always the management and the understanding of that, right? So we're not really we don't like. I talk to the vice principal once a month, if that. Sure. Right, so it's one of those things of like the volunteer, like, where's the budget for this? There isn't one. Okay, so the grants and those things are for the police officers to be there on the ground, which is extremely helpful. And you can ask every teacher there of, in the law enforcement capacity, of something happens on the ground, there's somebody who knows what they're doing to handle this situation very effectively.
Sure.
For the grant with the police department to have the SSOs or the SORs. When you are in front of Granite Mountain or the Prescott High School or Taylor Hicks, you see a police officer's vehicle there.
Yeah.
Right? There is a police officer there, and I'm sure that all the parents feel very good about that, and they should. They should. There is somebody who is a sworn peace officer on the ground to prevent anything that happens. Right. Luckily, for where we're at, it's the day-to-day duties. But it is extremely valuable for Prescott PD as well as Yavapai Sheriff's Department to be there in these very crucial places where our children are. And it warms my heart as a parent. And the only thing I could do was volunteer. And I had some time on my hands. And
it works out, that you're retired and you're able to do this and you have the time. Not every parent has that opportunity, but hopefully there are some out in the community who are looking to volunteer or looking to, give an hour a week. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't take much. Yeah. That's another great point. And lead in is like whatever a person can give during the week is valuable.
Absolutely.
Right? And we can plug in kind of wherever.
Absolutely. And right now, again, we only have the couple schools, but the more people we can get, the more schools we can cover, the safer our kids are. And that's hopefully people are hearing and listening. And where can they reach out? How can they contact you? How can they get involved?
I think the best method would be to contact the individual school, especially, of course, now, granted, Mile High and then the high school were already there. But if there's an interest at the other schools, you could reach out to the administration, and then they, may be able to kind of think on how that might work into their program there at the individual school. So.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead.
I answered the phone call, and I just went to the school office, and they did a background check. And I have several different fingerprint cards, but I had to go get another one.
Right.
And I have an abundance of fingerprints. But the school needed one for their own records.
Absolutely.
And they ran a background check just if I was a substitute teacher or an employee.
Sure, any kind of volunteer would do that.
I was screened exactly to be on the grounds, and so that's how I got there.
Perfect. All right, we got to take one last break. Stick with us, folks. Welcome back to the Leza Live show here on KYCA 103.5 FM. Matt just told me that was one of Leza's choices for her lead-in song. Good job, Leza. We love it. We love it. All right, we're back here with Jimmy and Andrew talking about Prescott Protect, and we've got a couple minutes left, guys. Tell us what else we need to know about how the community can help, what you guys are doing, what the goal is for 2026, so on and so forth.
Volunteers on that one. So the high school, I kind of covered down on. More personnel couldn't hurt. But exactly what you were talking about, this doesn't need to be dads sitting on the outside of the high school, like, keeping an eye on stuff. Moms involved, I guarantee there's an abundance of help. But it's also our security vests that we wear in the parking lot are the same ones that the teachers wear at the games and such as that.
Right.
And so when security, it's people out there, and there's a job, and you can fill in. And from the games to during the school day, the biggest thing is to augment and help the staff. That is when I'm there at Sadie's games, I'll have my polo on. I have my ID card if necessary. If the situation arises and they needed my help. But
thankfully they didn't. They got a little rowdy on Tuesday, but they didn't need us.
Exactly,
the refs did a good job.
Exactly the principal, and it was absolutely well in hand, and I was able to keep my seat because of that. But I am there, and I know where all the doors are and all the locks and everybody, the faces of all the staff, and just as a parent, you're plugged in, you're involved.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And with your background, that means a lot to you.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
The one thing I just thought of, a big question that comes up for parents, maybe understanding the program as it affects kids in the school and people coming on to the program or coming into the program. It's not an armed situation. You know, the volunteers aren't armed. That's just a frequently asked question. So I just thought of that, throw it out there. But yeah, so there's no, you know, we're not carrying on.
Our officers obviously
Officers definitely are. And
radio and keys.
Radio and keys.
There's no firearms on our possession at any point in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That communication, you know, and then also part of that grant was long safes. Have you seen? I think they already have one at the high school, but I know I've seen one at Granite where the officers can keep a rifle. You know, so there's a safe in the. Of course, they're the only ones that have the access to it, obviously. But, anyways, that's
in a worst case scenario, it's better to have.
Yeah. But obviously, that's kind of and Clark said this too. That's just the worst case scenario is a minuscule chance, you know. But of course, we were trying to just layer these elements to guard against any of those things. But it could just be something as simple as when I was at the high school, I helped a kid in the parking lot change a flat tire. You know what I mean? So, or something like that. Or, you know, there was a gentleman that was camping right by the Mile High parking lot. And, you know, it's just like, hey, knock on the door. Hey, you're kind of on school grounds here. You can't park here. He didn't know. He didn't know what was going on. So anyways, that kind of stuff is really what you're just kind of eyes out and just kind of looking out for the kids and the staff. So.
Yeah, my toolboxes. I've either had my truck there or my car, and in the winter, I helped a couple kids, jumpstart their car.
Yeah, perfect.
There's a couple of lads in the parking lot that have some very impressive vehicles, and it's either some of them are bought, but there's a few gentlemen. I'm like, you put every single inch into this car. I know it, and they are very interesting to talk to. Good young men.
Absolutely.
Walking around. They have a pattern of life that they know. I wait about 10 minutes, and then I walk around, and I have a little hand arm signal, and it lets them know of like, all right, you know, the crowd's moving out. It's just a lot of the same boys every day. Good lads. And then they kind of move along, and to carry on exactly what you're saying of the instruments that are there. It's very old use called tripwires, and that's kind of what we are, right? So somebody with a radio that I can call to somebody who can respond.
Sure.
The sheriff PD officer.
Sure.
And with a radio and a key, I can open doors and I can help with that. Another thing is saying of the unarmed Jacob as well. He came in and got certified as a unarmed guard by Ace Security Management out of Phoenix, and he got his unarmed training on that one. And so the people in the parking lot have respectable as well as certified training through a private company that has volunteers that services to Prescott Protect. The rules and regulations to help be involved in the program. So on their own accord, sua sponte, they got unarmed training, right? And
where can I get me?
I know. We'll have to get you in on that.
I'll get in there.
He was there. I told him Monday, and it was Thursday. And
last minute.
No, I felt so bad. We talked about it in December. So yeah.
I'll let you know next time that happens.
If I just real quick, one unintended consequence too is that you're in the schools. You get an invitation into the schools. You get to know the teachers. You get to know the staff that are going to be part of caring for your kids and things like that, which is great. They're all great. So,
and we just want to be a part of the community and stay close. And absolutely, thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
What'd you say?
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And who's coming in tomorrow?
It's Friday. It's Barry. Come on.
Friday. It's Barry. Let's hope he feeds us.
I hope he feeds us.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
Barry.
hungry. I'm
Barry,
always hungry.
Bring me some food tomorrow. Bye, y'all.